We've got Waterloo this week in PAX. Team's coming off their road trip, and first one will be in 2 weeks. So.
Well, first of all, we're delighted to be at home. I think that, it really has been a long stretch. So it was 3 road games. Last week in Windsor was a particularly long road trip. However, I was very proud of the boys. They did a good job. They managed all aspects of the trip, very favorably. They showed up ready to play. I can't remember the last time we had over 300 yards rushing. It's probably got to go back a while for that, but 320 yards on the ground is a good day. It was a great day for Ryan Granberg. It was a great day for the O-line. I thought that Billy really stepped up and showed a great deal of leadership, made some very, very timely throws. It wasn't a perfect day for us, but it was a good day, and it was a great day to play offense. It was probably the first time all season, and I felt that the guys were just anxious every series to go out there and make plays. They played with a great deal of confidence, and you could just sort of, feel the momentum swinging our way throughout the second half. We chipped away at it, showed a lot of character, played very physical, and just wrestled it away from them. So it was a good game all around. I thought that their offense, they have the capacity to control the clock. That the kid Kennedy, he was full value. I thought that he scrambled around, made some plays. He can extend, plays 4, 5, 6 seconds, find somebody open. It's a very, very frustrating guy to have to defend. But our guys did an admirable job and kept him out of the end zone, and a real big-time play by T.J. Chase Dunlop there at the end, stealing the ball, an interception in the end zone. So that brought us to our 4th victory on the road. I think it's built a foundation for the season. I thought it was a defining moment, if you will. And that brings us to this week. Waterloo is certainly rebuilding their team. They don't have a big number of returning seniors. There's a lot of first-year guys in the lineup there. Dennis McPhee and Joe Papo, County Coordinator, they're all great coaches. That team is making progress. No question about it. They'll come in here with nothing to lose. They'll play with a lot of character. Joe typically is a very, very animated offensive coordinator. Our assumption is that he will recognize that our front is very, very good against the run, and he will probably have his entire game plan orchestrated towards attacking the flank. You're going to see probably hitch screen, some kind of shovel pass, hitch screen, about every different way you could throw it from any number of formations. So we got to be ready for that. I think that our front is pretty good against the run when they come right at them. We don't know how often they're going to try and do that. I think defensively, what they're doing is they're playing a lot of 30 front, which is probably a good time of the year for us to see that. And 30 front brings with it a lot of different combinations and permeations for stunt, for blitz, and they can confound you by challenging your schemes, from a 30 front. So we need to be ready for that. We need to come out and play physical. The critical thing is not to look beyond this weekend and just to show up and play a big game on Saturday.
All right, open up to the floor.
Coach, you sort of alluded to it, but obviously to win 4 in a row, the focus has to be there. This weekend, again, not looking down the road, how do you?
Well, the thing was to have a quality week of practice. This is an interesting time in the academic year for us too. We've got a good number, I would say a majority of our players are have got the other side of their lives, the academic side, which is putting pressure on them. We've had a number of things that we've had to deal with. But these little adversities that you get presented with also bring with it opportunities for growth. And that's that, you have to maximize your time. There's a lot of guys sneaking out to the stadium, getting some extra film time because they know they're either going to miss part of practice or all of it. So you can see the commitment, the desire for preparation to be there. And at this time of year, it's desire is a lot of it. It's getting the guys all pointed in the same direction and feeling the same about competing and practicing and getting better and preparing. Everybody wants to play, but the grunt work, or the grind, if you will, is watching the film, being prepared. You know, it's the preparation for the games that is really is the measure of winning and losing at this point. So our guys are fighting hard to get themselves ready. We're facing the challenges as they occur, and doing a good job. Doing a good job. This is you know, an interesting time of the season to go out and win a 5th in a row. I said before, 4 in a row is difficult at any level. 5 in a row is also difficult. The only thing is you can go out and win this game and come away from it not feeling good. We already have experienced one like that. So, you know, the guys, they have a lot of pride. They want to go out and they want to do a good job. They know it's first home game in a month. They want to go out there and get the fans, you know, riled up and, you know, and entertain them. So, you know, enthusiasm has been a part of our games. I mean, you know, for as far as fans coming on the field, walking the field, I mean, sometimes that happens on a regular, you know, regular season game. So, no, I think that there are certain time-honored traditions here that we understand. I think that, and I think that some of these things can occur in a very orderly. I think that what you can do is you can demonstrate your spirit and commitment, you know, in an orderly fashion. And I would say that 99% of our students have done that. I think that they take a great deal of pride in being students. And I tell you, listen, I think that's intimidating. I think it's intimidating when the, you know, when the students are there. One of the things that I'll remember from our Mitchell Bowl win in 2009 wasn't that there was a big crowd and a lot of noise. The Laval people, they were in awe of the student participation in the game. You know, students participate in their own unique way, and you know, here at Queens, it's a marker. And I think that one of the things that visiting teams, you know, they worry about when they come here is how active are the students going to be? How fired up will they be in the stands? And this is a great opportunity for our student body to come revved up, let off a little energy, and have a good time. And as long as we conduct ourselves in an orderly fashion, I think that most of that is acceptable.
You looked at the standings much to figure out chances of a home playoff game. How much are you? I
think it's an interesting weekend because, you know, I think 9 of the 10 teams still have some have, you know, albeit an outside shot, but, you know, there is a certain, you know, series of events that could keep them in the hunt for a playoff spot. Obviously, some of the teams need help, but so the thing to do is to just take care of our own business, and we'll evaluate Saturday night, see who did what, who didn't do what, and go from there. Starting off with Derek, he's a senior, pride of Napanee. Everybody from Napanee, of course, is vying for second place as the greatest football player to ever come out of Napanee. We've already conceded first place, but Derek's done a great job. He's the one starter, a holdover starter from the Vanier Cup team in 2009. He's moved in from right tackle to right guard. I think a position that, you know, really suits him a lot better. And he's showed great leadership. He's a smart player. He's a big guy. He's got pro size. And I would say also came off a knee injury. Actually played most of the 2009 season with an injured knee and a brace, and was operated on after that season. And I think that the post-surgery and recovery for big guys like him, it just takes a little bit longer. And I think that his 2010 season was really affected by the recovery. And now that that knee is feeling a lot better, he's moving a lot better, he's in great shape. And I thought that he's here obviously representing himself and his family, but he's also here today representing the O-line. And you know, they had a banner day last weekend. And a lot of our stuff was running straight at people, and it was very intimidating. And Derek was in the middle of that, you know, guardian of the midline, and did a great job. Did a great job. Billy, okay, so Billy, you know, taking over as a, you know, as a sophomore, first-year starter. There's been any number of challenges. You know, he's taken them all head on. I think his progress has been amazing. I think he's, you know, top 3 in our league in passing. I think he's top 5 or 6 in the country. And, you know, he's really, really stepped up. There are still situations that Bill gets presented with that he has to sort of synthesize and deal with because he's facing them for the first time. So You know, his experience meter is, you know, improving every week, and as far as we're going to go, he's going to lead us. So this will be an interesting game for him because, as you know, the Waterloo Queens dynamic was very much in play at one particular point, and so it's interesting. You know, he's got a blood relative, you know, waving the flag for Waterloo. So it's going to be an interesting time. I know how that feels, though. You know, when you play against a family member, you usually don't go easy on them. You know, you want to put your best foot forward, and that's what I would put money that that's what he's going to do this weekend.